Ciao ragazzi, this is Talk Calcio TV on YouTube. So we're going to start with Chelsea manager Antonio Conte. Now speculation's rife he's going to lose his job anytime soon due to the fact the English champions are on a bad run at the moment. Of course, beaten by Bournemouth 3-0 at Stamford Bridge, then trounced by Watford 4-1 away last night at Vicarage Road. All the speculation is they reckon he's going to be sacked. Now where would that leave him? Would he return to Italy, possibly as future Azzurri manager? We know PSG are so say caught in his services, as it's believed Unai Emery will be sacked at the end of the season regardless of what competitions they win. Well, today it was confirmed that Conte is still the Chelsea manager, so it looks as if he's probably been given the dreaded vote of confidence. However, Alessandro Costa, of course, is currently acting as Italian FA president. He says it's unlikely that Conte will return as the Azzurri tactician. Now, where does that leave us? Now, we mentioned it on Friday's episode that Luigi Di Biagio is likely to be in charge for the next two friendlies, and it has been confirmed. The under-21 manager, he will take charge of the Azzurri for the friendlies against Argentina at the Etihad Arena on March 23rd, and then of course against England 4 days later at Wembley Stadium. So we already know we're not going to the World Cup, so these friendlies will be about game time, just getting them through those games. So that is Luigi Di Biagio in charge for those two friendlies. Then we go on to Abel Balbo, of course the former Argentine striker, Juventus and Roma player as well. He today has come out and said that Gonzalo Higuain is a better striker than Harry Kane. Now, I think that's probably a bit of an unfair comparison given the age difference. Of course, Higuain is approaching 30, Harry Kane is 25. They're obviously playing in different leagues, but obviously, you know, Higuain's got more experience than Kane right now. I think that's a bit of unfair, but it's fair to be one fantastic duel next week when Juventus and Spurs square off in the Champions League. We are going to bring you extended build-up to that game, so look, keep an eye out for future episodes. I can't wait for that one. I personally think it's a tie of the round, Juventus against Spurs. Then we go on to Luciano Spalletti today. Now he's given an interview, has come out in the Corriere dello Sport. He said to some fans after an Inter Milan game, he didn't play Francesco Totti much last season because he claims that Totti could no longer run. He believes that Totti's, obviously given his age, it interfered with his style of play that he was trying to implement at Roma. He said it also infuriated some of the senior players. We know obviously relations were a bit fractious between Totti and the Roma tactician of last year, Spalletti, at the time. We even had Totti's wife, of course, even make her own comments on that one. He comes out and has now said today Totti could not play a full 90 minutes, he wasn't fit anymore. That'll be interesting to see if we get a response from the King of Rome himself, King Francesco. Now on to, of course, Napoli tactician Maurizio Sarri. It is believed he is going to beat Napoli next month about an extension to his contract. Of course, his contract is up at the end of the season. He was asked in the other day after the win against Benevento, and he just said, I'm here to manage a football team tonight. We know how Sarri is charismatic and blunt at times. It's believed at the moment he is only earning 1.4 million euros a year. Now, if you compare that to Massimo Allegri of Juventus, he is on 7 million a year. It's believed Luciano Spalletti is on 4.5 million a year. So, will the Tuscan tactician sign an extension? That remains to be seen. There's even been some gossip that Chelsea have approached him about a possible replacement for Antonio Conte, should he be sacked from the English champions. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Also, now Federico Chiesa, of course, scored the winner for Fiorentina in the weekend in their win over Bologna away. Of course, this Friday they play Juventus at home at the Artemio Franchi. Now, for those who don't know, it's fair to say Fiorentina aren't very keen of Juventus. I think a lot of it goes back to the days of Roberto Biagio. Of course, he left Fiorentina for Juventus. He then was substituted one game when a viola scarf was thrown at him, which he then picked up and put around his neck, probably just to soften the blow. But yes, he has turned around and said today, Chiesa, he can't wait for the visit of the reigning champions. Now, Juventus did come unstuck at the Artemio Franchi last year 2-1. Juventus claimed it was bad refereeing decisions against them. Now, surely that never happens. We'll see about that. But in the next episode, we'll bring you all the build-up to the weekend's games, and should any other big stories develop, we will keep on top of it. So thank you everyone for watching tonight's episode, Talk Calcio on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe, like or comment below. Tell us what you think about Conte or any possible future Azzurri candidate for the job. Thanks for watching. Arrivederci. Ciao.